Cyberbullying is bullying with the use of digital technologies. It can take place on social media, messaging platforms, gaming platforms, and mobile phones. Main types of cyberbullying. First one is exclusion, is the act of leaving someone out deliberately. Exclusion exists with in-person bullying situations, but it also used online to target and bully a victim. Second one is harassment. It's a broad category under which many types of cyberbullying fall into, but it generally refers to a sustained and constant pattern of hurtful or threatening online messages sent with the intention of doing harm to someone. Outing, also known as doxing, refers to the act of openly revealing sensitivity or personal information about someone without their consent for purposes of embarrassing or humiliating them. Fourth one is in these situations, the bully will befriend their target and lure them into a false sense of security. Once the bully has gained their target's trust, they abuse that trust and share the victim's secrets. Cyberstalking is a particularly serious form of cyberbullying that can extend to threats or physical harm to the child being targeted. It can include monitoring, false accusations, and is often accompanied by offline stalking. Frapping is when a bully uses your child's social networking accounts to post inappropriate content with their name. Masquerading happens when a bully creates a made-up profile or identity online with the sole purpose of cyberbullying someone. Dissing refers to the act of bullies spreading cruel information about their target through public posts or private messages to either ruin their reputation or relationships with other people. Trolling is when a bully will seek out to intentionally upset others by posting inflammatory comments online. Trolling may not always be a form of cyberbullying, but it can be used as a tool to cyberbully when done with malicious and harmful intents. Flaming is a type of online bullying constitutes of posting about directly sending insults and profanity to their target. Flaming is similar to trolling but will usually be a more direct attack on the victim to incite them into online fights. The fight against cyberbullying in the world is going in three main directions. First is increasing the level of security of internet platforms. Second, working on legislation and teaching children and their parents safe. And third one is educate and non-victim behavior on the network. In the Euro countries, in the fight against cyberbullying, they prefer the prevention of criminal or civil liability. New Zealand has become the first state in which online insult can lead to imprisonment. In the United States, legislation penalizing cyberbullying has been introduced in a number of states. According to the Cyberbullying Research Center, 44 out of 50 states criminalized online harassment.
In Germany, certain aspects of cyberbullying are punishable, which are classified as a private or civil offense, entailing the highest penalty of imprisonment of up to 10 years. South Korea and France are also working to increase responsibility for aggression on internet platforms. Recently, in Russia, lawyers supported the amendments because the current measures cannot protect citizens from bullying on social networks. The proposed measures actually legally equalize crimes in the real and virtual world. One of the authors of the legislative amendments, Aidos Sarim, said that for the first time the concepts of bullying and cyberbullying are introduced into the legislation of Kazakhstan, and this alone is already an important step in the fight against this phenomenon. According to the National Center for Public Health, 12% of school children are subject to harassment and bullying. Children aged 11-15 participated in or were subjected to cyberbullying on social networks in 11% of cases. Over the past year, 78,000 reports of cyberbullying have been recorded. According to statistics, 70% of cyberbullying children are girls, and in 99% of cases, 48% of parents are worried that their children may become a victim of cyberbullying. 14% of respondents said that they befriended their children on social networks. 33% follow their children's online activity. 26% of parents tell their children about threats on the web. Every fifth parent doesn't apply any of these measures at all. 58% of adults were forced to intervene to help their child. 13% of virtual conflicts turned into real ones. 7% of the victims received such severe physiological trauma. 26% of adults found out about cyberbullying incidents much later than they happened. Adolescence is closely related to internet communication. Children spend a lot of time on the internet. Internet communication occupies a special place in the lives of children. Online communication forms are diverse. Teenagers register on social networks, write on forums, publish photos, and maintain their own video blogs.